Well, hello and welcome. I'm trying something new here. Yes, I'm talking again. I'm going to have a look through some old Kerrangs I've had lying around for a while. So the first one is from January 1984 and it is issue number 59. On the cover, as you can just about see, we've got the Scorpions. Slight improvement with a change of lighting there. Problem I'm having is that the camera likes it dark, but when it's dark I can't bloody read anything. So, opening up, we're straight into the old Mayhem news section. Who remembers that? What was happening this week? Well, Darren Wharton, formerly of Thin Lizzy, signed a solo deal. That's probably what turned out to be Dare. What was Phil Collins doing? Very metal. He was going on tour in February to Scotland, which is apparently northeast England. Judas Priest released Defenders of the Faith. Paul Di'Anno, that's timely. His band Di'Anno had signed a deal in Japan with King Records. And Spider had their album Rough Justice produced by Chris Sangarides. It was due on the 2nd of March. Moving on, we have a nice big feature on Accept. And then adverts for 38 Special and Palace. Next feature is the one and only Gary Moore. This would have been in his solo rock phase. And there's Accept again with another advert. Next up is the album reviews. What I don't do is give any ratings. So if you wanted to know what an album was like, you had to actually read the entire review. Yeah, fuck that. Out this week, or this fortnight, whatever it was back then. Fortnight, I think. Slade released the amazing Kamikaze Syndrome. An absolute banger no one remembers. U2 bored the world under a blood red sky, but get a glaringly wonderful review here. Gary Moore released Victims of the Future. Kim Carnes made Kerrang. Yeah. Turning over, we come to the quotes of the year. My favourite, from Dave Holland of Judas Priest. I've often looked out over an audience and thought that I'm old enough to be the father of most of them. Wonder how he feels these days. Another beauty. I consider most producers wankers. Phil Collins of Def Leppard. We then have a poster of Paul Rodgers and the news from Rock USA. Big story of the week. David Lee Roth, then of Van Halen, has been learning to play bagpipes. I think I'm quite happy he never followed that up. We now have a rather large article on Judas Priest. It just keeps going. Poll winners. 1983 poll winners. Who won what? Best band and best live gig both went to Kiss. Iron Maiden runners-up in both. Best female singer was Pat Benatar, followed by Jodie Turner. Best guitarist sees at number 6 a young Eddie Van Halen, who is beaten by Vinnie Vincent, Dave Murray, Michael Schenker, Angus Young, and Richie Blackmore. Bassist went to Steve Harris. Keyboards: John Lord, Don Airey, Mark Stanway, in that order. Drummer: Cozy Powell, Eric Carr, Neil Peart, Vinny Appice. DJ, of course, Tommy Vance. Surprisingly, Fluff Freeman is down in 7th, beaten by David Lee Travis, Mike Reed, and some guy named Alan Robson from Metro Radio, whatever the hell that is. TV show was The Tube. Film: Return of the Jedi. In 3rd place, The Amazing Evil Dead. Mad Max in 5th. And the first of the Friday the 13th franchise in 9th. Best album, best single, both by Kiss, both called Lick It Up. Best album cover and promo video, Back at the Moon, Ozzy Osbourne. Male pin-up was David Coverdale. Female pin-up, Lita Ford. Best male singer was Ronnie Dio, followed by Bruce Dickinson, David Coverdale, and Ozzy Osbourne. New band was Dio, followed by Heavy Petting. Yeah, okay. And that's the poll over with. We then get a Scorpions poster and a Scorpions article. Week ahead in concerts, or review of concerts rather, featuring Quiet Riot, Crocus, and Scorpions. Huge doubles page Iron Maiden picture. Clive Burr's Escape, played the Marquee in London. Singles out this week. Slade reissued Come On Feel the Noise. Free Will Burning from Priest. Okay. At the bottom of the second bottom on this list is Read 'em and Weep, which apparently is from Barry Manilow. Okay. What the fuck? Pen Pals page. Anyone want a pen pal? Might be a bit late. Communication, or readers' letters in any other world, where NG from Westchester, Illinois, has decided to say that Crocus are worthless scum. And Tim Mason from California is peeved at bands like Rat, Warrior, Black and Blue, and Great White being signed up by major labels. They're all just blatant copies of established names. For instance, he's only sure that Geffen picked up Black and Blue because they wanted an American Def Leppard, and Atlantic just want Rat as another Aerosmith. What really angers him is that the best of the new LA acts, such as Hellion and Armored Saint, have been ignored. Didn't always stay like that, did it? More quotes. So here, what do we have? I haven't pre-read this. If it doesn't have enough keyboards, then it doesn't get me going. Michael Sadler of Sega. Hopefully it got you going somewhere else then. Turn them down. Films. What films were out? Jaws 3D. And Connery returning to Bond in Never Say Never Again. There's a quiz. We get the answer. Which album cover featured two huge red dice tumbling down a crap table? That was Bad Company's Straight Shooter. What was Eric Clapton reading on the cover photo of the legendary Beano LP by John Mayall's Blues Breakers? The Beano. I guess that's where he gets his name from. Nickname. Whose debut album cover featured 6 masks arranged in 2 rows of 3? Hughes and Thrall. Then have a few. The Kerrang photographers have chosen their favourite pictures of the year. Quite like the King Diamond one. And the best sellers of the year. Start on a good one with the years. So the best selling single, rock single, was My Oh My by Slade. Best selling album was Ozzy's Bark at the Moon. I got that wrong. That's a week's chart. The best single of '83 was Twisted Sister's I Am, I'm Me, followed by Flight of Icarus by Iron Maiden. And third place went to Robert Plant with his Big Log. Hope he flushed. Top 3 albums. In third was Peace of Mind from Iron Maiden. Second, Principle of Moments, Robert Plant. And Dio tops the chart with Holy Diver. And bar an advert for Gary Moore, that's it. What do you think? You want to see more? We've got a crate full of them. You want the actual copy? It's actually up for sale on eBay, so I'll drop the link in the notes afterwards. Might still be there when you watch it. Be seeing you.